Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is February 12th, 2021, and this is episode number 200. Hey, how about that? And they said it wouldn't last. Okay, today we're going to take a look at Maniac of New York. This is number one. It's an Aftershock Publications, and it came in at a whopping $4.99. It was my most expensive comic for the week, and I think I got 10 or 11 this week. So let's look at this. So obviously we've got a Maniac in New York, and here's the cover, a little reflection of the Machete. And it's got the Machete's got these pronged spears on them as well, so it's not just a straight edge. And as you can tell, got a lot of action starting right off the bat. But first, let's take a look to see who worked on this piece. It's called Heads in the Sand is the name of the arc or this chapter. I'm not sure which. Elliot Kalan is the writer. Andrea Muti was the artist. And Taylor Esposito is doing the lettering. Okay, lettering was pretty good. The rest of it I wasn't too crazy about. It's all kind of sketchy looking, weirdly colored. I don't know. I didn't really like it. The red isn't really red. You know, you want to see blood. You want to see blood. That just kind of looks like watermelon stain. I don't know. So it begins in New Year's Eve 2016. And so this is this mass murderer is taking down people in Times Square. And according to them, everybody dies. And here's our guy. Looks like he has an Elizabethan collar on. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just a furry hood. Not quite sure. Obviously, these revelers have all been slaughtered. And the lucky ones are the dead, according to our narration here. So this is a not recommend. It's wasn't very enjoyable to read. It doesn't really give you a lot to go on as far as this is supposed to be a mystery on how to catch the serial killer. As you can tell, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I don't really know what to say about it. The coloring on it was, I didn't care for it. The artistry obviously is not the type that, if you've watched my episodes before, you'd know this isn't really what I'm into. And it's woke on top of that, so we get that as well. It starts off, they got the police, they got the newscasters talking about it, discussing the whole thing, and we've got this police officer here that looks like a guy, but it's really a woman, and she's about to team up with this woman, and they kind of like this parallel going on down the story. So you got the two here, and then you got the news story going here, and we get to see their slice of life through the day. She's getting coffee, she's drinking some kind of booze, and they make small talk once they get to the police department. The new girl is the blonde with the longer hair that's letting it down, and this is her new office. She's kind of disappointed, but probably not as disappointed when she finds out who her new partner is, who I thought this was a guy at the beginning. It's a woman. Took me a while, but she punches like a guy, of course, and they're bound and determined to catch this serial killer. And basically they put the photo up. That's the first one that was killed, as I recall. It's kind of a forgettable dialogue throughout. Nothing much to really hang your hat on. It's Cagney and Lacey on testosterone, if you will. Okay, maybe that'll be the title. But the rest of the police force make fun of them while they're getting the upper hand and figuring out things. They think some of the other policemen think that there's another one that got killed, but it was by bullets. It wasn't. We know he didn't do it because this guy doesn't use bullets. He uses an axe. Well, he really uses a machete. So there is that. So they just kind of gab for a while, and then we're going to get to a subway train scene where they kind of introduce us to a few of the people on it, so you know that it's the midnight meat train all over again, basically, and that's exactly what happens. He steps on and slaughters everybody on the car from all walks of life, and it's to be continued. And here's our next issue. I don't know if I'll be on the second one or not. I really didn't enjoy this much. They tried to make it a little bit kind of Watchmanish by the fact that they include like some articles that support the story, a little cutout from the news blog. Because apparently, oh, that's right. That picture she was hanging up was her boyfriend because she suspects the serial killer. His first kill was her boyfriend when they were both camp counselors at some summer camp way back when. And we get a nice map outlining where all the murders in Manhattan have been taken place. And we get the count, too. 85 dead, 13 wounded. That was the kickoff of that New Year's Eve slaughter. And you just have to figure out where one is, and that'll be your Times Square. And there you go. That must be where Times Square is, I'm guessing. I don't know. I've never been to Manhattan. I've been, like, over here. I've been in New Jersey looking at Manhattan. Maybe it's over on this side. I can't remember. In Newark, but never been in New York. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, that is my review and travelogue at the same time. And then you get a quick little blurb, a little sample of Shadow Doctor Chicago Special Preview. And there wasn't much to this as well. Okay. I don't know what Aftershocks endgame is here, but it's not doing much for me at this time. Okay. There you go. Not recommend. Maniac of New York. Purchase at your own peril. Thanks for stopping by and listening to my review. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave comments. If you did read this and you liked it, please tell me why. I'd like to know. And next time we'll see you at the Temple of Tomes. I hope you come back. And as always, this is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.